Hey you guys, it's Teresa and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a writing vlog or a writing diary. I need to rename these things for February. And it's been a minute. I haven't done one of these things since December. I forgot to do one for January, which is a shame on me. But really there wasn't much going on in January. I was just writing as per usual, kind of struggling a little bit. But let me tell you, February is like where I hit the ultimate struggle bus. And I don't know, not even hit it. I was driving the bus and we fell off a cliff and like landed, here's a rock, and we landed like that and I can't really get away. So that's been kind of my February writing wise. Which isn't bad, but isn't great because I've been slowly getting out of there and moving at a very slow pace. However, I have been struggling a bit because my brain wants to bring back all these random story ideas that I have, which I have been writing down. Don't worry. Those story ideas will not be going anywhere. But it's just been one of those things where if I can't figure out one aspect of the more minor works in progress that I have, my brain will just shut down. Like this week I was supposed to I'm almost done or in the middle of a chapter that I have to finish for my main work in progress since I've been writing for a minute. So I'm writing a different work in progress and realized that how I wanted the structure to be set up. I also have a blog post on kind of the situation. It's more world building. By the way, I have a blog where I kind of whine and complain about life, my writing, things that I do. So if you guys want to see about that, I will leave a link to my blog down below. But it was kind of more world building. The second one has to do with fairies because you know how much I love my fairies. And somehow magically my brain is trying to figure out the court system or if I want there to be a court system or however. But I keep struggling with the fact of whether or not I want to include some kind of unseelie and seelie court. But then that kind of implies a connection to the original mythology of fairies. And that wasn't something I wanted to go with. But if I did the whole, like, I wanted to do also like a weird night court, day court thing. But the problem is it refers back to my favorite series, ACOTAR, and I don't want to do that. So I've been trying to figure out a way to somehow blend the two together and make something of my own. But my brain freaked out on me and decided not only to block my ability to write anything else, but also to go ahead and give me a headache that kept me from writing for like several days. So this past week has been me just laying on my bed watching TV going, headache, go away so I can think. And then when I stopped thinking about the fairy thing, just so I can like put it down and work on the plot of that novel first before I think about world building in any way, shape, or form, my brain was like, I have this idea for a scene for a work in progress you didn't even think you had. So I had to go ahead and write that down, and I've been trying to figure out the progress of that scene and finish that chapter of the scene, or that chunk of the scene in the chapter. I'm staring at my laptop, by the way, which is like right over there. So I'm choking my laptop, so to speak. Figured that out, and then on top of that, my brain shut down and was like, no, we're just not going to work with you. We're just going to give you a headache. So then you can't think about anything. You can't think about world building for your current, more important work in progress or any of your other minor works in progress. You're just going to sit here and be in pain and squint every time the light comes and flashes in your eye. It's fine. Headache is gone. I'm not so much thinking about how to build the court system at the current moment as I am focusing on the plot. Took a break from the scene that I was writing in that work in progress, and I'll probably jump back to it sometime next week. But now I'm back to writing the chapter that I'm supposed to have finished by tonight, or by tomorrow night. And I think I'm not even halfway through. It's fine. I'm fine. We're good. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, and then the other night, or last night, my brain decided to revive back a different story that I had been writing a while ago, and was originally my main like work in progress until I decided it wasn't. And it was like, yeah, we can bring it back. We can find a way to make this work and have it be like awesome and amazing and great like how it was originally. So I just sat there on Pinterest making a board for the characters and sitting there and being grumpy because I should be working on other things. And then I took a nap and fell asleep for the night because the headache came back. So it's been kind of a bit of a struggle for February, not gonna lie. And I low-key think it's because of the wedding. There are no wedding scenes in any of my novels. I don't know. What was I watching that had a wedding, or reading that had a wedding? Nothing. Nothing. Oh wait, just kidding, there was one. But the weather has heavily affected that situation. I think it just makes my headaches worse. And then without the sun really to like warm me up a little bit, or rain to put me in the mood to write, I'm just sitting here in a bitter ball of cold. A bitter ball of cold. But I'm very happy that my brain's back on track. I can start writing again, but low-key, I'm still like sitting here kind of like annoyed with myself because I told my characters that everything that they want with their backstory, their personalities, how they dress, their appearances, has to be set in stone by the end of the second draft. Because I'm not going to be changing anything after that. I need to have, not like set in stone, but like I can't change more than a few little things, because if I change any more, I'm going to have to go back and change the entire thing like I'm currently doing now. And somehow they're all kind of annoyed at me for giving them that kind of deadline and not really working with me. However, we are making progress because some of the characters are very content with where I have them. The other ones are just like, no, you know what, I want you to bring me back from the dead and like maybe put me in a catatonic depression, but also not, because that's very hard to come out of in a medieval fantasy setting. And then when I couldn't figure it out, all my characters just kind of stopped talking to me and didn't want me to write until I figured it out. Don't be a writer, because then you're going to have a bunch of characters yelling at you or ignoring you while you're trying to figure out your life. But yeah, I don't know if it's a little unrealistic to have everything like not set in stone, but prepared to be like set in stone come the second draft, because I feel like they're still thinking of ways to make my life a living hell. Or if somehow magically I just need to go ahead and write it out and then edit it later, but at the same time, if I don't edit it well, I'm going to have a really shitty third draft. And it's just a hard time, because they're being very finicky. And I've never had so many characters in my head trying to be very finicky, and I can feel the headache coming back. Ha! But yeah, that's why there was no vlog for January. That, and I also was traveling the last bit of January where I was supposed to be filming, so I didn't get really a chance to, 1, upload a video, and then 2, film 2 new videos, because I was gone the weekend that I was meant to be filming. So I'm hoping that soon my characters will just buckle down and start figuring their shit out, so I can go ahead and figure my ish out. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas to like calm a character down and like get them to tell me what they really want, I'd love to hear your thoughts, because this isn't fun having to sit there be at the whim of my characters. Because they're very emotional people, surprisingly enough, even though I originally created them to not be emotional and to be very detached, and somehow they're emotional, and I don't know how we got here. Like, one of them was supposed to be like really brooding. Like, I based his character off of Hawk from Yona of the Red Dawn, which I'm finishing up and rewatching as we speak, as well as Cassian from Akotar. So he's supposed to be a very jockey, broody kind of dude. No emotions whatsoever. And somehow, he turned into Thor from the 3rd movie. Like Thor Ragnarok, like your soft jock child. And I don't know how we got here. Your soft jock fangirl child, should I say. And I really don't know what happened. Like, I'm content with this character now, but I really don't know what happened there. But yeah, other than that, I am chapter 23 out of, I think, 32. Probably now 33, because I had to split a chapter in half. Like, the original chapter was split in half because it was too long, the flow didn't work, so I split that in half. Not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna squish something again into one more chapter, it's fine. So I think I'm like 10 chapters from the ending, and I'm hoping to have that done by the, let's see, I do a chapter every week. Where's my phone? Let's see, I have my calendar. Okay, so we are currently on this week. So if I do a chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm hoping to be done by like mid or late April. In which case I'm gonna have all my lovely friends again read it all, just to like give me thoughts and like figure out where I went wrong. which is probably a lot of places. And then once that's done, I don't want to print out that many more stuff, so I'm probably just going to go through. I don't know how I'm going to do this, honestly. I think I'm going to read a book on how to edit. Because, like, how I had it originally was great. Like, it works out as of right now. But when I'm going to have more than one voice telling me how to fix things. And I'm not entirely sure how to do that. So, if you guys have any suggestions or any books that teaches you on how to edit, I will be glad, because I really don't know how to organize. I like being organized, let me just say. My room may be a mess, but I like to be organized. So I don't know how to organize I think I'm going to have like 5-ish people, 6-ish people reading this novel and giving me their input via Word doc. So I don't know how to necessarily organize their thoughts, so I can just go by and be like, here's X person's thoughts for edit 1, here's Y's for chapter 1. Ooh, maybe I'll do them by chapter, and then maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I have until April to figure out how to organize it. Probably like June-ish, really, if I'm thinking about it, because I'm going to take a break again. So that's it for February. Been a struggle bus. Been a lot of me pulling at my hair. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions to like how to organize multiple people's thoughts, I'd really appreciate it. But until my next writing vlog, I do these guys once a month, maybe twice. If you guys want to hear more of my ramblings as I write, feel free to follow me on my social media or my blog. I try to upload on there twice a week as well. Once a week at minimum, twice max. So all those links will be down below. If you guys have any questions or want to talk about the problems of writing with me, we can talk in the comments or in social media. Subscribe if you like my videos. I upload twice a week. Yeah. And like these if you like them. Like I said, I do them once a month, but if enough people like them, I'll probably start doing them twice a month. But until my next video, I will talk to you guys everywhere else. Bye.